The creative brief is a living document you will use to collect, organize, review, and update throughout your project. This must be started with the introduction of each project and worked on throughout the project. The brief must be presented in a bound notebook format that includes a cover sheet, or you may create a digital file and turn in a single PDF. The first step in any major project is clearly understanding what it is. You will state in your own words in 1 to 2 paragraphs of text what the project is and what is the goal of the project. This is not your design strategy, it is simply stating what the project is. The next step, and one of the most important, is often research. You may need to research your target market, a specific company, or a product, depending on the project the creative brief is for. Some of the different places you can use for research are listed on this slide. The first is the MCC librarians, as they are experts in research. Whether your creative brief is printed or digital, you will need to include your research. The next piece is client info and strategy. This information should be gleaned from your research and presented in paragraph form in your own words. Facts must be cited in MLA format and will give your work more credibility. The purpose of the design. Are you staying within the current advertising approach or proposing a new one? What do you expect your design to accomplish? Not what the design is. You have already stated this in your introduction. Your audience. Who is your target market? Who are you designing for? Age, gender, location, education, income are all different ways that we define our target market. The message. What does your design say to the target audience? Be sure to include swipes. Each project will have at least 6 swipes for each element. Your creative brief will contain either scanned or photos of your thumbnails and rough stages. This helps to show how your designs have matured throughout the design process. Please be sure to include critiques. These include in-class critiques, any grading rubrics you may have received from me, critiques from discussion board, or through emails from either me or your classmates. Each project will require a written schedule of when each component will be completed. These are just some of the elements that you will need to think about when creating a schedule. Depending on your lifestyle, you may want to break this down even further. I do not want a schedule of due dates, as I know them because I created them. I want to know your plan to achieve them. Money. You will need to start thinking about money when it comes to projects. Each project will be slightly different. Some projects I will give you a budget. Others I may just ask you to get a quote. You will need to think about different things like printing, designing, delivery, postage, and installation. These are just some of the issues you may need to take into consideration when you are creating a budget for your project. Your creative process should also be in your own words and in paragraph format. You need to think about why you chose the elements that you did for your project and how your project and design achieve the goals. The digital process and physical aspects should be presented in list format. The digital process are the things that you did with the software that you used, such as a filter that you may have used in Photoshop to create a specific effect on an image. The physical aspects of your document will include the format, the size and shape of your design, PMS colors. However, don't say PMS colors and give me CMYK values. What fonts did you use? What type of paper or substrate requirements are there? This information can be gotten from the side of the box of the paper that you printed on. You will also include file names of images and where each came from, which PDF format you used, and why. Lastly, don't forget to include a grayscale proof.